million dreamers, undocumented, here illegally, the children of people who came here illegally.
Just moments ago, Mark Levin broke his silence with a bombshell revelation about Harris Faulkner's sudden departure from Fox News. Viewers are left stunned as Levin unveils shocking details behind her exit that no one saw coming. This isn't just another headline, it marks a turning point for conservative media. What did Levin say that's causing such a stir? And what does it mean for Faulkner's future? Stay tuned as we dive into this unexpected development, exploring the ripple effects it could have on Fox News, Faulkner's career, and the media landscape at large. Harris Faulkner has long been a formidable presence at Fox News, recognised for her sharp journalism and poised delivery, which earned her widespread respect across both conservative and mainstream media landscapes. Over the years, Faulkner became synonymous with professionalism and credibility, known for her ability to cover a wide range of topics with clarity, from breaking news to deeper, more controversial political issues. She became one of the few African-American women to anchor a prime-time news slot on the network, making her presence not only notable but also groundbreaking in an industry often criticised for its lack of diversity. Her departure from Fox News, as articulated by conservative figure Mark Levin, marks a pivotal moment not just for the network, but for conservative media as a whole. Harris Faulkner's unique role at Fox News. Harris Faulkner's career at Fox News spanned more than just a role behind a news desk. Her influence helped shape the tone and direction of conservative news, while her on-air persona projected a sense of calm authority in an otherwise divided media world. Whether reporting on election cycles, national crises, or the latest cultural debates, Faulkner was known for tackling these subjects without sensationalism, an approach that earned her a loyal following. She wasn't just another face on television, she was a trusted voice to millions, someone viewers believed they could rely on for fair and thoughtful coverage. Fox News, often at the heart of America's media landscape, has long been defined by a strong conservative agenda. However, Faulkner stood out because she managed to bridge more traditional conservative values with a somewhat more inclusive approach. This was particularly critical in expanding the network's reach, helping Fox appeal to audiences that had previously felt alienated by the more partisan rhetoric of its commentators. Faulkner brought a fresh and multifaceted perspective to conservative news, one that resonated with a broad range of viewers, from die-hard conservatives to those just looking for straightforward news delivery without too much ideological slant. Being an African-American woman in a predominantly white, male-dominated industry further underscored Faulkner's significance. She wasn't just an anchor, she was a trailblazer, offering a voice that was both credible and relatable to diverse audiences. This diversity was a vital asset to Fox News, and Faulkner became a key figure in helping the network broaden its appeal without compromising its conservative identity. For years, she helped cement the network's reputation as a place where conservative values could coexist with inclusivity, making her departure a significant blow. Mark Levin's reaction and the broader implications. When news of Faulkner's departure broke, few were more outspoken about its significance than conservative commentator Mark Levin. Levin, known for his impassioned defense of conservative principles, wasted no time addressing the issue on his platform. To him, Faulkner's resignation represented more than just the loss of a high-profile anchor. Levin called it a major turning point for Fox News, a moment that could foreshadow significant internal changes at the network. He emphasized that Faulkner wasn't merely another anchor in a revolving door of media personalities. Instead, she represented a crucial voice that balanced journalistic integrity with unwavering conservative values. Levin's reaction highlighted the symbolic weight of Faulkner's departure. He suggested that Fox News might be at risk of losing its grip on the core values that initially set it apart as a strong conservative voice in American media. Levin's concern wasn't just about losing a popular anchor, it was about what Faulkner's departure indicated about the internal dynamics at the network. According to him, her decision to leave could reflect deeper issues at Fox News, including a potential shift in its editorial stance and an overall change in direction. This wasn't merely a routine resignation in Levin's eyes. He speculated that Faulkner's exit might trigger a domino effect, leading other long-established anchors who have built their careers on the network's traditional conservative identity to question their place within this evolving structure. Levin warned that if Fox News continued to sideline figures like Faulkner, it could risk alienating its most loyal viewers, the ones who tuned in specifically for its unambiguous conservative perspectives. Internal conflicts and editorial shifts. Behind the scenes, Levin revealed that Faulkner faced mounting challenges at Fox News. These weren't just small frustrations, but deep internal conflicts that made it increasingly difficult for her to stay true to the principles that defined her career. One of the most significant issues was the subtle yet noticeable shift in Fox News' editorial approach. Traditionally, a stronghold for conservative viewpoints, the network had begun to adjust its content to appeal to a broader audience in recent years. This evolution, though necessary for growth in an ever-changing media environment, didn't sit well with some of the network's longest-standing anchors, Faulkner included. Faulkner had always been clear in her conservative values, and as the network's programming strategy began to shift, she found herself increasingly at odds with the new direction. Levin noted that this shift made it difficult for Faulkner to deliver news with the authenticity and integrity she was known for. What had once been a comfortable alignment between her personal beliefs and professional duties now felt like a growing divide. Balancing her commitment to truthful, principled journalism with the network's changing priorities became an almost impossible task. Levin's insights suggest that this disconnect between Faulkner's values and the network's new editorial strategies made her role increasingly uncomfortable. The internal struggle to stay true to herself while adapting to an environment that no longer aligned with her core principles pushed her to a breaking point. Ultimately, this led to her decision to step away from Fox News. The changing face of Fox News and conservative media. Levin highlighted several key factors that contributed to Faulkner's departure. One of the most important was Fox News' strategic shift in programming. As the network sought to expand its audience base, it began to move slightly away from its traditional conservative positions, hoping to attract viewers from a more diverse demographic. However, this evolution, though necessary for growth, had the unintended consequence of alienating some of its most well-known personalities, like Faulkner, who had built their careers around a clearly defined conservative ideology. Another factor contributing to Faulkner's decision to leave was what Levin described as the marginalisation of established anchors in favour of newer, younger talent. Despite her success and popularity, Faulkner began to feel sidelined as new faces were brought in. It wasn't just about losing airtime, it was about losing influence over the network's direction. After years of dedicated service, Faulkner found herself with less control over the content she delivered, which left her feeling frustrated and undervalued. The shift in editorial priorities only added to Faulkner's growing dissatisfaction. The network's new focus on appealing to a broader base meant that the content being produced no longer aligned with the strong conservative stance that Faulkner had always represented. This created a professional and personal conflict for Faulkner. Was it possible to maintain her journalistic integrity while conforming to the network's evolving agenda? For Faulkner, the answer was no. A warning sign for conservative media. Levin's concern extends beyond Fox News to conservative media as a whole. Faulkner's departure is not just a loss for the network, it could also be a warning sign for the industry. As networks adapt to shifting audience preferences, long-standing anchors like Faulkner are finding it harder to fit into these new moulds. Levin sees her exit as a reflection of the broader struggles conservative media currently faces, particularly as it tries to balance its core values with the need for growth and relevance in a rapidly changing media landscape. If Faulkner's departure sets a precedent, Levin speculates that it could trigger a wave of high-profile resignations from other conservative anchors who feel similarly alienated by their network's evolving strategies. Should more respected voices leave, the impact could be significant, disrupting viewership patterns and leading audiences to question the direction of conservative media as a whole. Levin believes that Faulkner's decision is part of a larger trend. As traditional media outlets struggle to stay relevant, they may continue to lose the very personalities that help define them. For Fox News, losing Faulkner is a clear indication that the network is at a crossroads. Whether it can maintain its conservative identity while adapting to new media trends remains to be seen. What's next for Harris Faulkner? As for Faulkner's future, Levin believes the possibilities are endless. With her experience, reputation, and loyal following, Faulkner has the opportunity to explore new ventures outside of traditional media. Levin suggests that she could find success in independent media, where she would have more control over her content and be free from the corporate constraints of network television. Digital platforms like podcasts or even her own news channel could offer Faulkner the chance to continue her career on her own terms. Alternatively, Faulkner might choose to move to another major network, though it's unclear whether she would want to join another traditional media outlet after her experience at Fox News. Levin speculates that Faulkner, a strong and principled figure, may prefer to establish her own voice in a space where she can focus on the issues that matter most to her, without the pressures of conforming to an evolving editorial agenda. A pivotal moment for Fox News. Mark Levin's analysis of Harris Faulkner's exit highlights what he believes is a critical moment for Fox News. The departure of such a respected and influential figure signals more than just a staff change. It marks a turning point in the network's identity. As Fox News grapples with the demands of a shifting media landscape, the loss of a trusted conservative voice like Faulkner may cause loyal viewers to question the network's direction. Levin suggests that Faulkner's departure could lead to further changes at the network, from on-air talent to programming strategies. As Fox News seeks to find its footing in this new environment, it will be crucial for the network to balance its desire for growth with its need to maintain the conservative values that have defined it for so long. In the end, Faulkner's resignation could represent the beginning of a larger trend within conservative media, one that challenges networks to rethink how they connect with their audiences in an ever-evolving media world.